All right, welcome back. Losers Bracket Finals. Here we go. Ashlyn Strother to Jesse Lloyd to start things off. Ashlyn Strother coming back for revenge against the team that handed her a loss in the conference tournament opener for the Bulldogs. Trinity beat TLU 1-0 in this tournament, and it starts off the second game against them with a ground out of Jess Lloyd. Starting lineup for the Tigers: Jesse Lloyd, Hayden Del Toro, Dawson Debussy, Marina De La Luna, Carson Lee, Abigail Miller, Jordan Williams, Diamond Elizondo, and Angela Baltzel. That pitch to Del Toro, in for a strike, so 0-1 count. Strother, not much to say other than a 0.53 ERA. Del Toro puts that one out into foul territory. It is foul. We'll get into the lineup of Texas Lutheran when they come up to bat. But for now, Hayden Del Toro working with an 0-2 count against Ashlyn Strother. Ball one. Del Toro with the .278 batting average out of Cypress, Texas. Dawson Debussy on deck. 1-2 count to Del Toro. That one misses, so 2-2 count. Strother shut down the Tigers for the most part, but the one of three walks that she allowed ended up being the difference as the Tigers were able to score that runner. Del Toro fouls it off. Winner of this game gets to take on St. Thomas in Championship Sunday. Of course, both teams wanting to win a championship. We have cut the field in half. Trinity was eliminated by the Bulldogs in the game preceding this one. And quite the journey for the Bulldogs. Lost the opener to Trinity 1-0, then blanked Shriner 12-0 in 5 innings, and then blanked the ladies of Centenary 8-0 in 6 innings. Swing and a miss. Strother records a strikeout as Del Toro goes down swinging. Dawson Debussy up to bat now. The team leader in batting average.
Player number 8, Dawson Debussy.
Debussy hitting .411 now on the season. Quite an impressive batting average. Takes that one for a ball. Now a .411 batting average. The season ended today would be best for 5th best batting average by a Tiger in a season. That one fouled back. 1-1 count for Dawson Debussy as Marina De La Luna is on deck now. That one misses, so 2-1 count for Debussy. Strother, just another day at the office. Swing and a miss. So a 2-2 count for Debussy. Before the season ended, Strother recorded a perfect game against Dallas. An impressive feat, to be sure. And a swing and a miss. So Debussy strikes out. So Strother strikes out 2 batters to start off the game for herself. We head to the bottom of the first.
No runs, no hits, no errors, no players left on base after a half inning. It's Trinity 0.
We'll stay with you to introduce you to the TLU starting lineup. Second base, Kaylee Clark. Shortstop, Lindsay Leal. Right fielder, Madison Johnson. Designated player, Serena Gonzalez. Left fielder, Bailey Hudgens. First baseman, Laura Hernandez. Third baseman, Kylie Jack. Catcher, Bella Rodriguez. And center fielder, Annie Kay. Now, in the circle for the Tigers, I mean, her name may be familiar to you by now, Jordan RC. Back in the circle once again. She has been the starting pitcher in every single game for the Tigers in this tournament. And she is looking to pull some more magic out of the hat, because she shut out Centenary, then shut out Texas Lutheran. And she's looking to do more of the same. She suffered a loss to St. Thomas, but we'll see if that killed all the momentum that the Tigers had. Because I'm sure they are raring to try and get another chance to play the ones that sent them to this loser bracket. Many storylines of getting revenge for other games will be going on, as one player that I'm sure is looking to make herself known to this Tigers team. See RC with the 3.87 ERA against the Tigers in that opener. She got on base. She tried to steal, and she was caught. The first time that had happened all season. In addition, she was also the final out of that game. So I am almost certain that she is raring to go here. Second pitch from RC. Bunt attempt. Not in the zone, so 2-0 count. Kaylee Clark. A very successful first year. Takes that one. So 3-0 count for Clark. You definitely don't want to give her a free pass. Up now. 2-1 count. Oh, misses. 3-1 count. Clark will try and get things started with a bang for the Bulldogs. And she will take a free trip over to first, as RC's a bit wild to start things off.
Number 2 slot.
Kaylee Clark was the 2023 SCAC Player of the Year this year. And Lindsay Leal will step up to the plate now in the 2-hole position. RC's first pitch to her. Outside, ball one, and Clark certainly wants to steal a base with Miller behind the dish. Miller's the one who gunned her down when she tried to take second base in that game. She has a cannon for an arm. So Clark will have to be a bit more precarious than usual. Pitch from RC, steal attempt from Clark. The throw, not in time. Or rather, it is in time, but Clark is out. They're gonna say she jumped too early. Wow, what a way to get the first out here. It was a good throw by Miller, but Clark trying to get an extra step in. See right here, and you see first base umpire called everyone off to say, hey, she left a bit too early. 3-0 count for Lindsay Leal. So Clark, and wanting to get back at Miller, just a bit too giddy. Now, throws the bat over to take first base, but gonna be called back. Coach Martin talking to the home plate umpire. All right, not sure what happened there. 3-0 count for Leal. In there for a strike, so a 3-1 count now for Lindsay Leal. Another dangerous base runner. Leal did steal a base against Miller back in that game against Trinity on day 1. Drops the bunt, goes foul, so full count now. Leal versus RC. And Leal, sophomore out of Corpus Christi, that one over to Lloyd. Strong arm from Lloyd. Gets the speedy Leal out at first. So 2 outs in the bottom of the first. As Madison Johnson will come up to the plate now. Strong throw by Lloyd. She's a catcher and third baseman, so she has a strong arm. That one in there for a strike to start things off for Madison Johnson. The Tigers, with RC in the circle, can be quite imposing. Swing and a foul. So 0-2 count now for Madison Johnson. And this will be a tough game for both sides when it comes to offense, because RC right now with an 0-2 count misses that one, so 1-2 count now. But in the first game, only 1 run was scored total. We'll see if this one is more of the same. Next pitch from RC, that one too low, bounces away from Miller. Gonzalez on deck for the Bulldogs. The next pitch from RC. That grounded over the glove of RC, and Baltzel stops it from going into the outfield. But it is a base hit for Madison Johnson with 2 outs on the board. Good piece of hitting from Johnson. It bounced a bit too high. So a 2-out single for the Bulldogs. That brings up the one who takes practice swings with 2 bats on deck, Serena Gonzalez. .435 batting average, 55 RBI, 10 home runs. Dangerous hitter here, folks. She was the 2023 SCAC Newcomer of the Year, as this coach is led by the 2023 SCAC Staff of the Year. As Gonzalez takes that one for a strike, 1-1 count now. They're led by head coach Wade Wilson. The Tigers are led by head coach Abby Martin. RC's next pitch, that one hit out into center field. Del Toro brings it in, and we are scoreless through 1 inning of play in San Antonio. We'll see how the Tigers can make use of their batters in the next inning. We will take a break here on the Tiger Network as we head on over to the second inning.
top of the second inning.
We are back here in San Antonio. San Antonio in the nighttime as the senior from Seabrook, Texas, Ashlyn Strother, looks to continue her work. Starting off with the cleanup hitter of the Tigers, Marina De La Luna, who pokes that one foul into left field. De La Luna has a powerful swing. She's proven that by becoming the program leader in home runs. Broke the record by hitting a home run off of TLU's Amanda White. That one goes foul. So 0-2 count quickly here for De La Luna. Carson Lee waits on deck. Two strikeouts for Strother. That one poked out in right field, and the diving attempt does not go. So De La Luna goes to second. She'll be rounding for third, and the ball gets away. De La Luna's coming home, and she gets in an inside the park home run to start things off for the Tigers. They are hyped up. The perfect hit from Marina De La Luna will be an inside the park home run. The Tigers lead it 1-0 in the top of the second. A lapse in defense from the Bulldogs allows the Tigers to take the lead. And you see that one poked out into right field. Johnson going after it. The diving catch attempt not going anywhere. Johnson, when she threw it back, it looks like Hernandez, no, not Hernandez, Clark misplayed it. Killed the ball's speed, and that allowed De La Luna to get in and the celebration to start for that dugout. So 1-0 is the Trinity lead as Carson Lee comes up to bat now. Swing and a miss for Lee. Strother is certainly not happy with that one. Next pitch, no errors on that inside the park home run, so that will be another home run for De La Luna. And in a big field like Trinity's, it is certainly possible for home runs like that to happen. A crazy start here. That one misses. So a 1-2 count for Carson Lee. Another home run for De La Luna in her career. That one misses outside, so 2-2 count as things even up. Strother's pitch, that one poked down the left field line, foul. And this Trinity dugout certainly hyped up after that one from one of their junior leaders. But now the first year Carson Lee out of Flower Mound, Texas. Trying to continue the momentum swing that they've gotten. That one hit up to Liao, the throw to first, and picked by Hernandez. So 1 out away in the top of the second as Carson Lee grounds out. So Abigail Miller now. The catcher with a strong arm will try to do damage with her bat. Hitting .311 on the year out of Winnetka, California. Went to El Camino Real High School. Strike one. El Camino Real also runs through San Antonio. Swing and a miss. Swing and a foul, rather. So 0-2 count for Miller. As if there's one way to light a fire under Strother, that is to take the lead against her. 1-2 count now. Both teams wanting to get to the championship, but they will be fighting an uphill battle in that one. They'll have to win twice. That one poked out into right field in foul territory. No one will be able to get to it before it drops. But both of these teams capable of beating the Celts twice, though it will be very difficult. One, two count. That one fouled off. There is still much softball to be played here. The pitch from Strother. And that one hits Miller, so she'll get a free pass to first base, and Strother not happy about that one. Shaking her head as she goes back to the circle. Coach Wilson not happy about that one either. Perhaps they're thinking either Miller didn't try to get out of the way of that one, or maybe stuck an elbow out. Or perhaps that she even swung. The appeal over to the first base umpire, saying no swing. So Jordan Williams will come up to bat, 301 batting average, 20 RBI. 7-hole hitter for the Tigers today. That one misses. 1-0 count now. Miller on first. There's one out in the top of the second. Swing and a miss. So count evens up at 1-1. It's been a long day here, to be sure. Thank you to everyone who came out to help put this broadcast together today. That one is fouled off. Thank you to the people doing the stats. Our PA voice, James the Thrill Hill. And everyone in the control room. This broadcast is not possible without everybody, including those who work the cameras, replay, and the switchboard. That one's fouled off. Without the stats in front of me, I wouldn't be able to give you such great information. 1-2 count for Williams as she faces off against Strother. Strother, who won 2023 SCAC Pitcher of the Year. Count evens up. 2-2 now. Strother joined Aaron Mulvey and Megan Soltz. Aaron Mulvey of Trinity and Megan Soltz of DePaul. As that one's grounded and misplayed a little bit. They get the out at first. But Miller will head over to second, so 2 outs in the inning now. And Taylor Grissom of Texas Lutheran as the only pitchers in conference history to win Pitcher of the Year award 3 consecutive years. So Strother has earned the respect of everyone in the conference. She works with a runner at her back as Diamond Elizondo takes a ball there. Once again, good turnout here in San Antonio. Swing and a miss. And Rodriguez fired up about that one. 1-1 count to Elizondo, the current SCAC hitter of the week. She hits that one very high and very foul. Be careful out there. Got to be careful out there. Looks like somebody was reading. Ball landed right next to them. Got to keep an eye out. Got to be aware. And that one misses. So 2-2 count now. Angela Baltzel on deck for the Tigers. They try to bring in Miller from second. Elizondo certainly has the power to get a good hit out there. That one hit and caught by Kylie Jack. She spikes the ball. And now we head to the bottom of the second. Trinity scores on a Marina de la Luna inside the park home run. They lead it 1-0. We head into the bottom of the second here on the Tiger Network. We will take a quick break. And we are back in San Antonio. We're feeling a bit classic in here as Bailey Hudgens will get things started off for TLU as soon as Trinity breaks up the huddle in the circle. You gotta love the Mario brothers. Bailey Hudgens. The senior out of Dripping Springs, Texas. We'll see if the Mario music gives her any special powers. Maybe a power-up. Or maybe Jordan Arcee will get a fire flower and start throwing some fireballs. And that one misses. The count evens up, 1-1. Next pitch from Arcee. Oh, misses. 2-1 count now. And this seems to be, I think we're in hour 11 now of the day. And when you reach hour 10, things start getting a bit goofier around here. Count evens up, 2-2. Bailey Hudgens trying to get the run back that the Tigers took in the top of the inning. Make it a full count now. Next pitch from Arcee. And a walk drawn by Hudgens. So, runner at first for the Bulldogs. I think we're going to be getting a pinch runner. And Harley Russell will head over to first base. We're going to stick to the Mario theme. She's got the cape. She is fast. She can fly on the base paths. Laura Hernandez hitting .290. Try to work with the Russell on first base. The bunt popped up in the air and almost gotten by Lloyd. She dove for it. Couldn't quite get to it. But that was not a very good bunt by Hernandez. You see Coach Wilson giving advice to Hernandez, the senior out of Missouri City, Texas. That pitch from Arcee got the better of her. Oh, 1 count. That one over Miller. So Russell will go ahead and take first, or take second rather. So runner at the back of RC on second, and Harley Russell. No outs in the bottom of the second. That one misses. So 2-1 count now. Hernandez with the runner in scoring position, showing bunt, but we'll see if she actually lays one down. It looks like she'll try to. That one goes back, so 2-2 count. Marcy will try to get her to swing at one. She gets the signal from Coach Wilson. Low cross of the heart there. Next pitch from Marcy. That one too high. That one gets away from Miller. And now Russell on third. So full count now. So how will Hernandez handle RC? And that one popped up. That one should keep Russell on third, and it will. But Hernandez pops up for the first out of the second inning for the Bulldogs.
Batting seventh, third baseman number 44, Kylie Jack.
Kylie Jack. Sure-handed defensively in the lineup. More so for her defense than her offense, with the batting average of 200. And that one gets over into right field, and the Bulldogs have tied it. They match the Tigers with a run for a run. And Jack showing off the bat there.
RBI, Kylie Jack. They actually have 2 hits, don't they?
Good piece of hitting from Jack there. So it is all tied up once again here in San Antonio. RC will try to now limit the damage. And that one misses. 1-0 count. So Bella Rodriguez, 8-hole hitter for the Bulldogs out of Pearland, Texas. And that one sent out in between 3 fielders. Who's going to get it? Bit of a miscommunication there. So runners on first and second with 1 out in the bottom of the second. As that one was hit between De La Luna, Del Toro, and Elizondo. And it looks like Elizondo called the other 2 off to try and dive for a catch. Couldn't quite get it, so the ball dropped. So NEK, the speedy 9-hole hitter, drops the bunt. Very good bunt. But she's not fast enough to beat out the throw from RC. 2 outs in the bottom of the second as TLU conservatively bunts the runners over an extra base. And now, pure Kaylee Clark, this would be the perfect time to get a sense of vengeance. First pitch from RC. That one gets over her head, stopped by Baltzel, and a run will score. So Clark will be credited with an RBI as Jack comes in to score. It is 2-1 advantage Texas Lutheran. That one, the bounce just over RC's head. She leaped for it, and Baltzel, good on her from stopping that one from going into the outfield, because if it did, that would have certainly scored Rodriguez as well. Coach Martin talking with the infield. Will be a hit. 2 outs in the bottom of the second. It is tied no longer. Trinity 1, TLU 2. And they could score another run with Rodriguez at third.
Shortstop number 77, Lindsay Leal.
And Lindsay Leal can certainly do more damage. She's 0 for 1 today. But you can never underestimate any batter from this Bulldogs batting order. Shows bunt, and the throw over to get Clark in the pickle. And they get Clark out at first, but the run will come across. So the base running trickery from the Bulldogs will work. So it will be 3-1 Texas Lutheran, as Clark intentionally got herself into a rundown to let Rodriguez score. Smart base running there. She was either going to take second base or they were going to be in a rundown. As you see, Rodriguez breaking for home. But the inning will end there. We head into the third. TLU up 3-1. We'll see how the Tigers respond. Angela Baltzel
For the Tigers, batting ninth. Second
trying
base,
not
number 2,
to be cold in this one. 9-hole hitter. Games can be decided by the bottom of the lineup. So Angela Baltzel out of Antioch, California. Takes that one for a strike. 1-1 count. Things even up. Strother out for another inning of work. Trying to work as fast as those people racing on 281. Swing and a miss. 1-2 count. One-two count. The pitch from Strother. And gets it in there. Strikeout looking. Baltzel goes down. Circle back to the top of the lineup. Jesse Lloyd.
third baseman number 25, Jesse Lloyd.
Lloyd 0 for 1 today. Grounded out in the first. The first pitch that she sees from Strother this time is a ball. The next pitch from Strother. That one grounded down at the third base line, foul. See Jack diving for it nonetheless. Lloyd and the Tiger team will try and get some more runs against TLU. That one hit weakly out into shallow left field, taken in by Leal. So 2 outs in the inning now.
Number 2, slow
That'll bring up
fielder number 1,
Hayden Del Toro.
Haley Del Toro.
Del Toro 0 for 1 today, struck out in the first. That one gets away from Rodriguez, so that'll be a ball. 1-0 count. Next pitch from Strother. That one hit out into left field, giving a pretty good ride. And near the warning track, Harley Russell makes the catch. That'll end the top of the third. Tigers go 1-2-3.
For the Tigers, top of the third inning, no
We'll take a break on the Tiger Network as we head down into the bottom of the third.
Trinity 1.
Bulldogs 3, Tigers 1. Lindsay Leal will lead off for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the third. RC currently in World 2, Level 1, or Level 2 rather, as the second time through the order for her against the Bulldogs.
Number 2 slot, shortstop, number 77, Lindsay Leal.
Leal takes that one for a ball, so 1-0 count to start off things for Leal v. RC. That one in there for a strike, so the count evens up 1-1. And St. Thomas plays the winner of this game in Championship Sunday. Pitch from RC. And that one misses, so 2-1 count. Favorable count for Leal. The pitch from RC. That one slapped over to De La Luna, who throws out Leal. You see the strong throwing arm of De La Luna.
Batting third, right fielder number 4, Madison Johnson.
So 1 out away in the bottom of the third. And De La Luna has just such a strong arm, a strong bat. Martin told me that she may be one of the best players that she's ever had the honor of coaching. That one hits the turf way before it reaches the plate. As Madison Johnson, 1 for 1 today, singled in the first. Two-0 count. As RC tries to find the zone against Johnson. And the bunt is laid down by Johnson. The throw, not in time. Johnson legs it out. It was a strong throw, but not strong enough. That was a close play at first. Serena Gonzalez, a cleanup hitter, will come up now. 0 for 1 today. Flew out in the first. That was a good throw by RC.
Player number 40, Serena Gonzalez.
So we'll see how Gonzalez fares here. She walked it up for the Bulldogs against Centenary.
There we go.
Takes a ball here. Now the Tigers faced the same roster of people, close to the same roster of people in the first game, but in a slightly different order. Swing and a miss for Gonzalez, 1-1. Gonzalez was hitting in the 2-hole position behind Kaylee Clark in that game. So now Coach Wilson slots her in as the cleanup hitter. And that has worked out very well here in the tournament so far. That one off the plate, 2-1 now. And of course, winner of this tournament earns the automatic qualifier of the Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference. 3-1 count, hitters count for a very dangerous bat for the Bulldogs. Conference leader, an RBI. Takes a strike, but Johnson heads over to second. No throw attempt made. So full count. For Serena Gonzalez, working with Johnson on second. Takes that one inside and draws a walk. So Gonzalez on first, Johnson on second, and I am sure we're going to get a pinch runner for Gonzalez. And we will. That is number 27 for TLU.
Number 27, Kirsten Williams.
That is Kirsten Williams. As Harley Russell picks up the stick now. It'll be her first plate appearance today. She pinch ran for Bailey Hudgens. She will keep her spot in the lineup, or in the batting order rather. Swing and a miss, so 0-1 count. 1 out in the bottom of the third. RC trying to limit the damage to 3 runs. That one a bit too high. 1-1 count. And Gonzalez, last time the NCAA statistics site was updated was when she had 51 RBI. That made her 6th in the nation. With the RBI she's accrued in the tournament so far, I'm sure that ranking will only go up. 2-1 count for Russell. As Harley Russell tries to do some damage with the stick. Swing and a miss. 2-2 count. As we hit 10 o'clock here in San Antonio. RC. The 2-2 pitch. Too low, gets away from Miller. The runners will advance a base. So, you're in the bottom of the third. Russell, with runners on second and third, pops that one foul. That one hits over near the tennis court stands. The SCAC sent 2 teams to the national tournament, both of them from Trinity. The women's team lost to Pomona Pitzer in their opener, 5-1. That one's driven out into center field, taken in by Del Toro. They are going to tag up, and TLU will score another as Johnson tags up and scores on the sacrifice fly from Harley Russell. So 4-1 advantage Texas Lutheran. Kirsten Williams stays on second.
Batting sixth, first baseman number 14, Laura
As the
Hernandez.
first baseman, Laura Hernandez, was 0 for 1 today. Tries to keep the inning going for the Bulldogs, as there are 2 outs on the board. And the Trinity men's team dropped their opener, or their second round match rather, to Claremont Mudscripts, 5-2. So a good season for both of them. That one. Down in the turf, 2-0 count. There are also certain individual players going into the singles and doubles national tournaments from Trinity. But there will be a meeting in the circle as Coach Martin talks to her team, her very young team, a team with only 3 seniors on the roster. None of which are really mainstays in the starting lineup. They've been impactful nonetheless. Huddle breaks up. 2-0 count to Hernandez. Crosses her heart. Runner on second. That one misses, so a 3-0 count now. So not a favorable situation for RC. Runner at her back. 2 outs in the inning, though. And Hernandez draws the walk. So Kylie Jack will come up now. Did some damage with the bat back in her first plate appearance. Makes her 1 for 1 today with an RBI. 222 batting average. Takes that one for ball 1 as RC having trouble controlling the ball. It's been a struggle that she's had all season. So while she can get batters to swing and miss, she also has a tendency to get a bit wild if the mechanics aren't on. Two-0 count. But I think RC can be forgiven this time, as this is the 4th game in a row that she is starting for the Tigers. The Tigers have pitched by committee for most of the year, but near the end of it, RC emerged as the budding ace for the Tigers. That will look to build upon her skills as her career at Trinity plays out. Her next pitch, that one popped into foul territory, but gets out of play. So a 2-2 count with 2 outs on the board. To the Seminole hitter, Kylie Jack. Williams on second, Hernandez on first. That one hit into foul territory. No one's able to get there. And the Bulldogs have won the last 8 iterations of this tournament. Well, for Trinity, it's been since 2007 since they've hoisted up that championship trophy. That one out into center field. Del Toro gets under it. Ball's in the mitt. That's the end of the 3rd. On to the 4th inning. So we're nearly halfway there. We'll take a break on the Tiger Network, as due up for the Bulldogs is Bella Rodriguez, Annie Kay, and Kaylee Clark. Stay tuned for more great softball. Strother and Debussy are ready in the top of the fourth.
Number 8, Dawson Debussy.
Debussy 0 for 1 today, struck out in her first encounter with Strother. First encounter with Strother this game, I should say. First pitch from Strother to Debussy is lined foul. Tigers down 3 runs. They can certainly get those runs back. They're going to need some things to go well for them, because Strother has that .53 ERA for a reason. Strother 0-2 count with Debussy. Definitely has the advantage right now. Puts that one off the plate, so 1-2 count now. Next pitch. That one misses, so a 2-2 count. As things even up. And Strother up against the batter leading the team in batting average for Trinity. Grounds that one over to Liao. The throw in time. As Annie K over at first base now will get the put out.
Batting fourth, shortstop number 17.
Annie K over to first. Russell over in left field. Kirsten Williams in center. So a little defensive shifting for the Bulldogs. Marina De La Luna now had that inside the park home run for the Tigers to get their 1 run of the game. See if she's got a bit more magic. As she hits that one out into deep right field, and that is off the wall. De La Luna will head towards second. A home run and a double for Marina De La Luna.
That's a double for Marina De La Luna.
So we'll see if Marina can make magic happen. A good, solid hit into right center field. Hits that one off the wall. So Carson Lee now 0 for 1. Grounded out in the second. That one fouled out of play. Runner in scoring position for the Tigers with an out in the top of the fourth. The most runs that Strother has allowed all season. Earned is 3, but runs in general would be 7. And she had a bit of an unlucky day at St. Thomas where only 1 run that she led was earned, but 7 came across to score for St. Thomas in that one. 1-2 count for Lee. That one misses the zone, so things even up here, 2-2 now. And Lee sends one into foul territory somewhere. Not sure where. Maybe got caught in the trees. But Lee does have some pop in the bat. She's hit a couple home runs this year. And Lee hits that one over to Jack. Jack gets it over to first. De Luna goes to third. So 2 outs in the top of the fourth now as Lee will be out at first. De Luna now on third. As Abigail Miller, the Tiger catcher for this game. try and bring home De La Luna. Swings through that one. Fouled off, though, so 0-1 count. Miller hitting .311 for the season. Next pitch. That one popped up, taken in by Jack. De La Luna gets a double and heads over to third, but the Tigers strand her. We head to the bottom of the fourth. TLU currently in control. Bella Rodriguez, Annie Kay, and Kaylee Clark due up for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the fourth. Stay tuned. Bella Rodriguez starts things off.
The catcher, number 21, Isabella Rodriguez.
RC. 67 pitches into this game has allowed 4 runs. Rodriguez 1 for 1 today. We can make that 1 for 2 as she grounds out over to Baltzel, who gets the putout over to Williams. So quick 1 pitch, 1 out.
Center fielder, number 24, Annie Key.
Annie Kay now. We'll take another swipe at RC. Lays down the bunt. The throw from Williams, and 2 pitches, 2 outs for RC. So very efficient so far here in the bottom of the fourth. We'll see if Clark puts an end to that.
Top of the order, second baseman, number 7, Kaylee Clark.
Clark is 1 for 1 today. Drew a walk. She's hitting .457 on the season. She had a hit for a run. Ball 1, so no 3-pitch inning for RC. As Bulldogs swept the awards when it came to softball. As that will be a 4-pitch inning for RC in the bottom of the fourth. So quick work by RC. We head into the fifth. RC giving the Tiger Bats a chance. We'll see if Jordan Williams, Diamond Elizondo, or Angela Baltzel can follow De La Luna's lead and get some damage done on the Bulldogs. Jordan Williams will start things off for the Tigers here in the top of the fifth.
Jordan Williams.
A quick shout out for Kaylee Patridge of Centenary. She won the SCAC 19 Elite Award. Williams watches that one for a strike. Award given out for a player who excels on the field and in the classroom. So congratulations to her for that. O2 count quickly for Williams. As the Tigers, not named De La Luna, have struggled against Strother. That one misses. See if the Marina Magic can spread to the other parts of the lineup, because right now things are looking bleaker and bleaker for the Tigers. 2-2 count. Because even though it's a 3-run game, if the offense dries up, you can't score runs. As that one is lined over to Johnson, who makes the basket catch. So Williams is retired. And Diamond Elizondo, the one batter for the Tigers to earn the SCAC Hitter of the Week award this season. Strother has earned SCAC Pitcher of the Week 5 times this season. Elizondo, just a light tapper over to Jack. Quick second out as Strother keeps up the great work.
Batting ninth, second baseman number 2, Angela Balsall.
As of now, Angela Balsall, 0 for 1 today. She struck out looking in the third. Fouls that one back to start things off. So 0-1 count for Balsall. Earlier today, St. Thomas punched their ticket to the championship game on Sunday for the first time in program history. Balsall, so that one back, so 0-2 count. For the Tigers and Bulldogs, it wouldn't be a first, but it will be a tougher road for a championship, as either team that wins today would have to beat the Celts twice. A tall task for sure. And that one misses, so 1-2 count. Of course, for Texas Lutheran, it's all about taking away potential bid stealers and guaranteeing themselves a spot in the NCAA tournament. But Coach Wilson told me it is a bit more. None of the players on this team are a part of that national championship team when TLU won the national tournament a couple years ago. As Balsall grounds it over to Clark, who puts it away to Hay. Tigers are up and down, so we head to the bottom of the 5th. We'll take a break on the Tiger Network. Bulldogs lead at 4-1. Lindsay Leal, Madison Johnson, and Kirsten Williams due up for the Bulldogs. We'll take a break on the Tiger Network. What does this game have in store for us in the bottom of the fifth? Well, let's find out together as Lindsay Liao is 0 for 2 today. We'll try get on base. That one over the head of Lloyd, as Jesse Lloyd will be the new catcher for the Tigers. Peyton Bowser will take over at third. That'll be the only defensive changes. RC, 73 pitches into this game, with pitch 74, missing for ball 2. 2 groundouts for Liao. And these two teams love to play each other, as that one gets over De La Luna. So a single for Lindsay Liao.
Base hit for Lindsay Liao.
The Seguin San Antonio showdown is strong. They always give good matchups. Madison Johnson, 2 for 2 today at Round Rock, Texas. 2 singles to her name today. As that one grounded, the attack of Liao, the throw to first, not in time. So they're going to say that they didn't tag Liao. The Tigers are almost certain that they tagged Liao. We're going to get together. Perhaps we can get a replay on that one, as Liao just went to second and acted like she wasn't tagged. So we'll see it here on the screen. So Baltzel scoops it up and goes to tag Liao. And from that angle, I guess I can't exactly tell whether they applied the tag. And right there, it looks like she may have. And no, it looks like it's hard to tell, but I think they did tag Liao. But it's really hard to tell. If I was a video reviewer, I would say that the evidence is not enough to overturn the call, and the umpires do not. So Liao will be at second, Johnson on first. So still no outs in the bottom of the fifth. As number 27, Kirsten Williams, in place of Serena Gonzalez in the lineup now, lays down the bunt, and a 3-way collision. Oh no. A collision between Bowser, RC, and Williams. And Peyton Bowser is down on the field. We'll take a break on the Tiger Network and hope that she's okay. And an ovation for Bowser as she rejoins the huddle. Tigers do end up getting the out, though. But a scary 3-way collision. can see Coach Martin talking to her third baseman. Peyton Bowser, the sophomore out of Arvada, Colorado.
Batting fifth, left fielder number 3, Harley Russell.
Giving every inch of herself to try and help her team get on to the championship game. As Harley Russell back to the plate. Runners on first and second. As that one gets away from Lloyd. Runners go up a base. Leal on third now. The smooth moves of Leal kept her on base. And it is an important lesson in softball and baseball that if it looks like you're going to get tagged, you can always try and dodge. That's what Leal did. That's why she's standing on third. So now a sacrifice fly could bring her in. Russell, a speedy runner, takes a strike there, 2-1 count. As this is a close game here in San Antonio. Two-one pitch from RC. That one hit out into left center field. That one's going to get down, and that one will roll all the way to the wall. 1 run will score. 2 runs score. Russell on her way to third, and the tag not in time. Harley Russell with a 2 RBI triple. And the Bulldogs blow this one open. They extend their lead to 1-6. Solid contact. And in the perfect area, splitting the outfielders. And it looks like that will be the end of RC's day, as Emery Betcher will enter the circle for the Tigers. Another standing ovation for RC. RC has worked so hard for her team in this tournament. We will take a break as Emery Betcher enters the circle. The new face in the circle is senior pitcher Emery Betcher out of Fredericksburg, Texas, entering this game with an ERA of 6.26, a 2 whip, 24 strikeouts to 26 walks, 66 innings pitch. Looks like this will be her final ride. She'll do it at the home field of the Tigers. As that one is called a strike to the pinch hitter, Missy Miras, number 6. Miras has pinch hit a couple times for the Bulldogs. She grounds this one to Williams, who will step on first base. Russell will come in to score, but 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th now, as the Bulldog lead grows 1-7, so a 6-run differential.
Batting 7th, third baseman number 44, Kylie Jack.
Kylie Jack now, 1 for 2 today, single with an RBI, and flew out in the 3rd. Pitch from Betcher. That one grounded over to Baltzel. And Betcher gets the Tigers out of the bottom of the 5th. The Tigers are not going to give up. We head to the top of the 6th. Jesse Lloyd, Hayden Del Toro, Dawson Debussy due up for the Tigers. Stay tuned. Jesse Lloyd awaiting to come in to start things off for the Tigers. Coming into Mark Governor. The Tigers are down by 6, but they're going to go down with a fight. And Coach Wilson pointing out near the dugout.
Top of the 6th inning for the Tigers, leading off.
So Jesse Lloyd,
Number 25.
sophomore out of Rancho Santa Margarita, California, 0 for 2 today. Strother puts that one in for a strike. What does it mean to be a Trinity Tiger? I asked Coach Martin that, and she told me that it means to be surrounded by winners and to hold a standard higher than everyone else. And these Tigers, even though the season has not gone the way that they have wanted, they certainly do set themselves to great heights. 1-2 count for Lloyd. And Martin told me that TLU is obviously the big dogs, but they are a great opponent that we look forward to every year as Lloyd shoots a foul ball into the TLU dugout. Tristan will throw a new ball over to Strother. 1-2 count for Lloyd. The pitch from Strother misses, so 2-2 count to the leadoff batter for the Tigers. 6-run deficit. Tigers will have to start pulling some rabbits out of a hat if they want to win this one. That one too low, so full count now for Lloyd. Strother hasn't walked a batter today. She has struck out 3, though. Her next pitch, that one hit hard into left, but it is foul. And Lloyd receiving instructions from the dugout on which way to hit it. Which way? That way. I'll be here next year too, folks. That one too far inside. Lloyd gets a free pass to first. Hayden Del Toro. We'll have to wait for a moment as I believe TLU will be putting in someone to close out the game. Strother will end her day. As the new pitcher into the circle for TLU. I believe, yep, that is Willett. Sydney Willett enters the circle for TLU. We'll take a break as we allow her to warm up. And I think we are ready here. Once again, Sydney Willette. Another game appearance for her. She'll come in to shut down the Tigers. First pitch, missing, ball one. Willette started the game against Schreiner in the morning. Came in to relieve Amanda White against Centenary, and now comes in to relieve Strother against Trinity. So a busy day for Sydney Willette. 1-1 count to Hayden Del Toro. Next pitch, and they check the swing, and they say she went. So a 1-2 count against Hayden Del Toro. Those three strikeouts today for Strother put her at 464, as that one is tagged, and a double play turned by the TLU infield as Saucedo pinch ran for Lloyd. And Clark tagged Lloyd, made sure she tagged Lloyd, or Saucedo rather, and threw it to get the double play and get Del Toro out. So Dawson Debussy now working with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. And that one weakly grounded over to Annie K. Talk about Strother in the bottom of the 6th. Bulldogs leading it 1-7. They score 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th. The game will be over, and they will be off to Championship Sunday. We'll take a small break here on the Tiger Network as we move to the bottom of the frame. Betcher back in the circle to face the pinch hitter, Chloe Wells. She hits for Bella Rodriguez. And back to Strother. So Strother recorded strikeout number 464. That lets her pass Erin Mulvey of Trinity for strikeouts in a career in the SCAC. Strike one to Wells as the senior Emery Betcher, one of 3 seniors on this Tiger team, tries to go out with the bang. It's been a hard-fought game between the Tigers and the Bulldogs, as that one grounded over to Williams, who scoops it up and steps on first base.
Center fielder number 24,
Annie K, 9-hole hitter for the Bulldogs. Working with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch from Betcher. Big breaking ball, but too high. 2-0 count. Next pitch from Betcher. That one lined foul. So a 2-1 count for Annie K. Annie K, 0 for 1 today. Betcher, the next delivery. The bunt laid down by K. The throw from Betcher, a little high, but the foot was on the bag for Madison Horn, another senior that is on the field. As all three seniors are on the field for the Tigers now. Christina Garcia over in left. Madison Horn playing second base. Umpires come together to talk about that play at first. We'll see if there are 1 or 2 outs in this inning now. Christina Garcia, the senior out of San Ramon, California. And they uphold the call. Kay is out at first, so Kaylee Clark, 1 for 2 today, will be working with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Marie Betcher out of Fredericksburg, Texas. And Madison Horn out of Schertz, Texas. All 3 seniors out on the field against TLU. I went in there for a strike against Clark. The conference tournament on their home field. Even though they are not on the home side of the scoreboard, I don't think they care that much. 1-1 count for Clark. As Betcher tries to get the bats another chance. That one misses. 2-1 count now. Betcher has always been a contact pitcher. We'll see if she can force a ground ball out of Clark. That one too low. So a 3-1 count now. Hitters count for Clark. Of course, Clark would love nothing more than to just tap a light grounder and try to run it out. It's what she excels at as a batter. That one slapped over to Horn. The putout to Williams. And the Tigers will have their final 3 outs in the top of the 7th. 3 outs to try and score 6 runs. We'll take a break on the Tiger Network. Due up for the Tigers, Marina De La Luna, Carson Lee, and Peyton Bowser. We'll take a break here on the Tiger Network as we head to the top of the 7th.
Marina De La Luna.
Top of the 7th. Starting off with the Trinity hitter that has done the most damage, Marina De La Luna. Sydney Willette. First pitch to her. That one misses. Ball 1. De La Luna has a double. An inside the park home run. Next pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1 count. Next pitch. In the turf. Chloe Wells, the catcher now for the Bulldogs. Taking the place of Bella Rodriguez. That one in there for a strike, so 2-2 count for Marina De La Luna. Next pitch from Willette. It's fouled off. And the Bulldogs have really played a complete game here. Good offense, good pitching, good defense. They have thoroughly dominated the Tigers. A 2-2 count pitch from Willette to De La Luna. A cold, ice cold take there. Full count now. Can De La Luna get another one over the Texas Lutheran pitcher? The delivery from Willette. That one hit over into left, and that one a foul. Russell did not get there in time. Harley Russell on left field. Count remains full. De La Luna hit that one pretty hard. Next pitch from Willette. That one fouled. Jammed her inside. And these Tigers have certainly been tenacious this year. For starting the year, dropping their first 10 games on the road, they have fought back to go far in this conference tournament. And De La Luna has a single. So a single, a double, and an inside the park home run. I don't think she's going to get the opportunity to get a triple and complete the cycle, but she will likely end the season off on an extremely good note. 3 for 3 today now. Carson Lee, the first year out of Flower Mound, Texas, will try to keep the game alive. No outs in the top of the 7th. De La Luna on first, as Willette fires a strike into the zone. Peyton Bowser on deck. Next pitch from Willette. That one hit over into right field, collected by Maddie Johnson. So 1 out in the top of the 7th now. Peyton Bowser, sophomore out of Arvada, Colorado.
Third baseman number 20, Peyton Bowser.
Back in the batter's box to take a swing at Willette. Good to see her in there. She was the one that was in that 3-way collision earlier on. It's good to see her in the batter's box taking swings. She watches that one. 1-0 count. Next pitch from Willette. Low. 2-0 count now. Bowser, 255 batting average on the year. And for the Tigers, we've been looking for the first championship since 2007. With the young talent that the Tigers have, you can feel that something's brewing here. But it's yet to truly bloom and grow. 3-0 count for Peyton Bowser, as a pinch hitter on deck for the Tigers, Lainey Smith. As the wind's picking up, moving around our center field camera a little bit. That's got to be a strong gust of wind. 3-1 count for Bowser. And that one straight into the TLU dugout. Watch out. Always got to look alive. I think that was Grace Smith of TLU who slapped that ball away from her. Laughing about it in the dugout. Bowser hits that one out into left center. Taken in by Harley Russell. So 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Last line of defense for not only the game, but the season for the Tigers is Lainey Smith.
Now batting, number 16, Lainey Smith.
Christina Garcia on deck for the Tigers. And the other senior, Madison Horn, in the hole. Lainey Smith, though, represents potential out number 21 to end the game. Too low. 1-0 count for Lainey Smith. The 5-seeded Tigers against the 1-seeded Bulldogs. The Bulldogs have shown their might. That one hit over into left, caught by Leal, and the Bulldogs punch their ticket to the championship game on Sunday. They will get to play the University of St. Thomas Celts. And for the Trinity Tigers, the season ends here. We'll give a shout out to the seniors on this team, Madison Horn, Christina Garcia, and Emery Betcher. They had excellent careers here at Trinity. It'll be most likely the last season that they wear a uniform for this team. Of course, this is the last year that the seniors could potentially take the COVID year and come back. But in case they don't, we congratulate them on a great career. And their impact on the program has been meaningful. But it is time to celebrate in Seguin because the championship game will be between the 1 and 2 seed, the Texas Lutheran Bulldogs, and the St. Thomas Celts. Championship Sunday starts at 1 o'clock tomorrow. I've been Reed Rosales with the Tiger Network. Thank you for joining me. Whether you've watched one game or all the games today, it has certainly been a wild ride and adventure. Thank you to everyone who came in to work today, whether they ran a camera, the switchboard, replay, the PA voice, ran stats, DJ'd the music. None of this is possible without any of them showing up. And on this night in San Antonio, we will say goodbye for now. Until tomorrow for Championship Sunday. You better be here to see it as the Texas Lutheran Bulldogs will take on the St. Thomas Celts. I've been Reed Rosales. Thank you for joining me. Have a fantastic night.
I'm San Antonio Mayor Ron Nirenberg. I am a Trinity University alum, and I want you to know about my passion for these two vibrant communities. My alma mater is now a nationally recognized liberal arts university, offering fully integrated arts, humanities, STEM, and professional programs. Grounded in the liberal arts, Trinity graduates students who think critically, act meaningfully, and contribute confidently throughout their careers. As for San Antonio, Trinity is an oasis in the heart of a city that serves as a cultural bridge to the Americas. We are a diverse community that values inclusion and welcomes intellectual curiosity and spirited debate. We're a city that challenges convention and welcomes new ideas. Great things are happening at Trinity University, in San Antonio, and through all our connections to our multicultural world. Join me in being part of this exciting moment.